Welcome to the 8-Bit Couch Podcast. Have a seat and let's talk nerd and geek. My name is Chris. I'm the host of this podcast, and tonight I'm joined by the ladies of the 8-Bit Couch. I interview them on the topic of women in the video game community, and they share with us some crazy stories of how they've been treated by the men they game with. Before I start today's episode, I want to remind you that we appreciate all the feedback we've received and hope to keep growing from it. Thank you. So please keep your comments coming by emailing us at 8bitcouch@gmail.com or by following us on social media by searching 8-Bit Couch altogether. But you can also go ahead and find us on iTunes and go ahead and leaving us a rating there and some of your comments. We'd really appreciate it. Now, without further ado, here's the 8-Bit Couch.
All right. So I'm joined by a wonderful friend of mine who I've known since college. She's an amazing gamer and a very intelligent and wonderful young lady. Wonderful young lady. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ayla.
Hi, Ayla. How are you doing? How's your night
Good.
going?
It's going good.
Yeah. How does it feel coming out of work and then being midnight and then having to talk to this old fart here?
Oh my God, you're not even old. It's good.
Thank you. Ayla, I'm sorry that it's so late, but I'm so happy that you're taking a moment of your time to go ahead and answer a couple of my questions in regards to women in the video game community. So Ayla, full disclosure to my listeners, we actually recorded this 2 days ago, but due to technology issues and mostly my fault, it didn't record. You know, it recorded myself saying
God.
things like, "Oh yeah, me too," blah blah blah, and I'm all like, "Oh my God, I sound ridiculous." And I listened through all of it because it was just funny, and I couldn't stop listening to myself. Remind me to send you the recording. I still have it, and I'm just like reacting to shit that you're talking about, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so obnoxious." Just
Wait, you
listening
can't hear me though? Like
no,
you
I
couldn't
can't
hear
hear
me?
you. No, I just heard myself, and it was just ridiculous. Just listening to myself. But yeah, so it technically recorded. It just didn't record you, which was the important part, considering you're the guest.
That part I didn't. That part I didn't know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I will send you the link to it so that you can listen to me being an idiot, just like being like, "Oh yeah, Ayla, I can totally relate." It just sounds like I'm talking to an imaginary friend. I sound like such a loser.
Oh God, I'm trying so hard not to
You're
laugh.
good. You're good. That's why I'm saying this, so like you can laugh your brains out. But anyways, let's get back on track. Ayla, gamer person, because also we had a conversation about how you don't like the term gamer girl, right?
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't want to be seen as just a gamer girl. I just want to be seen as a gamer.
Right, because ultimately that's what we all are, right? Gamers.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ayla, what is your earliest memory of playing video games, and how did you get into video games?
I was 5 or 6 when I got a Game Boy, the old brick Game Boy, and a Mario game. And I was playing that. Oh, and I got Tetris too, like a Tetris game. I remembered that now.
Tetris.
I actually think I still have the game. Like
Really?
I used to have the Game Boy, but I think I still have that game. And from there, it's progressed. It's Game Boy, and then
you've been eventually finishing. Oh, you progressed. I'm sorry.
no,
I finally got through level 2.
No, it's like my gaming consoles. Yes, my consoles. They it was a Game Boy, and then it was a Super Nintendo, and then And then I got like a Game Gear. The
Snap,
Sega
the
Game
Game
Gear.
Gear? Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was really crazy cool. I still have it.
What?
Yeah,
Nice. I
it
wonder how
eats
much
up
that
like
goes
what
for right now.
6 to 8 batteries. Yeah.
Damn. My God, that reminds me of those old jukeboxes that used like I don't know, like 20 of those like D batteries, those big fat batteries.
Oh my god.
That's
God.
crazy.
No, yeah, these were like 6 AA batteries.
Whoa.
Yeah. And my mom got tired of buying me all of those, so she ended up just buying me the rechargeable ones where you just keep recharging them. That's problem solved for her.
Dude, what? I mean, 6 AA batteries. What was it? Like a microwave? It was probably like burning your retinas, or like it had so much power to like fry your brain.
It had the, I think if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've turned it on. It had the backlit screen.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. The screen was backlit, like it was lit up. I think so. Oh man, I'm gonna want to Google it, which I can't.
Sorry. You want me to Google it right now?
Yeah, if you have the time.
Was it Gear what?
Sega Game Gear.
Game Gear, and then backlit. Oh,
I think
backlight.
so.
There it is.
You might be seeing mods or something.
Game Gear backlight. I
You
know.
just
Here
put a
it is.
Sega Game Gear. Well, can't you put like Sega Game Gear?
It
What do you
says right
call that?
here, Game Gear LED backlight. What am I looking for again? Sorry.
To see if it does have, like, if it did light up. I'm pretty sure that's why it was
It
wasting all the
did.
batteries.
It did light up. Yeah, it says right here that it had the backlight. Yeah. Yeah, it did. And I mean that makes sense. That definitely like would drain the battery. But still like that's I'm looking at the circuit board of it because apparently people here
Oh,
online put like the entire circuit board of it. It's so big and clunky. You could probably kill somebody with this.
I'm pretty sure.
It's ridiculous. But but it was like the shit, man. Definitely. I mean, back in the day, like if you had something like this, like you were the cool kid in the cool kid in the playground.
I was
That's
gonna say
awesome.
on the block.
On the
Yeah,
block.
on the playground.
The block too. Sure, why not? You can be the cool kid anywhere, Ayla. So how did you get into video games though? Was it just like something that your parents gave you because they wanted to shut you up because you were like such a little rude brat?
I was not a rude brat, but I don't know. I felt like I was a quiet kid that always kept to myself. Maybe it might have been because of gaming, or maybe maybe it was to shut me up. I mean, the Game Boy, they could just easily keep me quiet when they're on the road. Well, all of us are on the road.
I can see you being the kid that asked a lot of questions though.
Yeah, I totally was. I was that kid.
Yeah. There you go. So your dad and your mom are probably like, "Oh my God, stop asking us questions. Here's some video games. Rot your brain."
Just shut her up.
Oh my God. Well, right now though, what kind of video games are you playing? I mean, I'm hoping you've evolved since Tetris and Super Mario.
Yes. Mario games, they sort of bore me. Well, the like the 2D platforming type. So I mostly play anything that's action adventure RPG. I did play Mario Odyssey because I just got a Switch, and that one's like 3D. So it was like the Nintendo 64 kind of Mario 64. You can walk around. That's the Mario that I like. But yeah, I mostly play single player games. Not so much online stuff.
Why not? What's wrong with online?
Everything. Just kidding. No.
You don't play with other people online?
I mean, I play Portal Nights with some friends, or Diablo. I'm playing Diablo 3 on the Switch with some friends. But I don't know. I just feel like it's easier to immerse yourself in the story when it's a single player game, like The Last of Us or God of
Oh
War.
yeah, that's good.
I'm playing God of War right now, and the story is really amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, you should totally play it if you
I
have
will.
a PS4.
I do. I do have a PS4. I'm a new kind of gamer since we last spoke. Yeah. So I have a
No.
PS4, I have a Switch, I have an Xbox, and I'm a PC gamer too. So I'm an all-around kind of gamer, ma'am. As a matter of fact.
Touche.
Boom. God, I'm tired. This podcast is eating me up. It's just consuming me. I can slowly feel myself aging with every single episode.
Oh God.
It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I don't have kids, so I decided to go ahead and make a podcast instead. That'll definitely drain my life.
Yeah,
instead.
exactly. The podcast. It
is my
your
child.
kids. Yes.
With the amount of people that I have to talk to, like Ayla.
Wow.
Definitely your kids. It's game. But right now we're talking about online gaming. So when people find out that you are a girl, how does that go for you afterwards?
If it's like an MMO kind of game, because I used to play some of those. I mean, I play Elder Scrolls Online every once in a while, but if it's an MMO kind of game, I feel like they're a lot nicer to me,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it's a guy. They start, gifting you things and like I can helps and giving you all the money, which is kind of funny because I had a friend who would pretend to have like a girl avatar and be a girl because he was like, oh, some sucker's probably going to be like, I like this girl. Let me get all the free stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's me. I would do that. I mean, I don't know if I'm that friend, but I definitely did that at times for sure. I would make a female character just so that all these like nerdy guys could just start giving me all these like free loots, free monies. And then I transfer it to my main character, which was a male character.
Oh my God. That's very, very evil of you.
I know. I love it. Hey, I mean, I don't know why they think that and this is exactly how a lot of these guys think is that they see these pretty avatar girl or whatever. I don't know why they think that the girl is going to look like that. Like, do you really think there's this one girl in her desk at home with like this like armored like boob chest and with like, I don't know, nothing else but like the metal panties walking around?
Oh my God.
And that they look like they have the same hairstyle as I mean, come on. No. First off, because I've dated a lot of gamer girls. Gamer girls create their characters how at least this is my experience, right? I don't know how you create your characters, but my experience has been like they create their characters to kind of look like how they wish they looked, you know? Like they're not even like completely remotely the same. Like I dated this girl who was a blonde and she made her hair look blue. She was short and she made her look super tall. I mean, they're the complete opposite of who they are. I don't know any gamer girl that makes their female character look exactly like them. I don't know if you try making like your characters look like 4'3". I don't know.
Wow, 4'3". I'm taking jabs at my height.
How tall are you again, Ayla? 4'2", 4'1".
We'll just say an even 5 feet.
Oh snap! Look at you. You've grown, literally.
Yeah. So I make guy avatars simply for the fact of wanting to be left alone. I know it sounds stupid, but even in MMOs, I like playing by myself sometimes. Or maybe I level up my character to a point and then I start looking for like a guild to join.
Fair enough.
Which I think is like, I don't think you're supposed to do it that way, are you? Like, isn't the whole point of joining a guild so that they can help you level up?
Yeah,
most of the time.
If you're an experienced gamer like yourself or I, we pretty much have a pretty good idea of what it takes to level up a balanced character.
And it's not until like you get like to a higher level that we obviously know that we need to join like a guild or a raiding party if you want to start getting better gear. You know, that's the whole purpose of like joining a guild, in my opinion, anyways. Is so that you have a more consistent collaborative group of people to help you get through different flashpoints, raids, whatever you want
Yeah,
to call
through it's like through like end game kind of stuff, isn't it?
them.
Okay. So then I might be doing it right.
Yeah, I think you're doing it right. I mean, mainly because you're not a noob. You've been playing games for a long time. This is not it. That's not your first RPG or MMO game that you've ever played. So you have like a pretty good idea of what you need to do. And I mean, every single game has different dynamics on like your skill set and how you have to place specific skills the certain way based on your class, etc. So you have a basic concept of that, and I'm pretty sure you've informed yourself every single time you play every single different type of game. So yeah, I don't see a reason for somebody like you to join a guild straight out of the as soon as you zone in into a new character or you start playing a new game, and not until you leveled up like you're doing. So you're doing what I would do normally. So, but
The lone wolves.
the lone wolves. I don't like, honestly, especially now that I'm older. I don't like gaming with my guild as much. I have my Destiny 2 guild, and I have my Star Wars: The Old Republic guild. I recently the 8-Bit Couch joined with the Gallant Gamers through Twitch, but that's something more towards raising money for different organizations, like recently the Wounded Warrior Project. um but even then, like I, I've I don't know, man. It's because I've had so many, and you've probably experienced this, right? And more if you're a girl, right? You join a guild, and then like somehow drama and like falls upon everybody like over like the dumbest things. Like people either want to be officers, people think that they're over empowered nerds who like, oh, I'm an officer, haha, I will rule with like an iron fist. And I was like, dude, this is a game. Like, calm down. Or
Yeah.
somebody has like a video game wife, and then somebody else wants to hit on your video game wifey, and that causes more drama too.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I can't see myself being a female in the video game world, and also being part of that sort of drama. Because I mean, all you really want to do is you want to play video games, just relax and not worry about oh, work sucked today, or like school sucked today, or a bunch of other personal shit that might be happening, right?
Yeah.
What sort of treatment have you received because you were a girl? You said you were mostly getting tons of free stuff. But aside
On
from
the
that,
on the
that's on the
MMO
positive
side.
note, right?
Yeah. Yeah, those are freebies. Hmm.
So when I interviewed the other day, Molly and Erica, they were mentioning how, and I think we talked about it also last time, MMO community gamers versus first person shooter community gamers are complete different creatures, right? What has
Yeah.
been more your experience on the first person shooter community?
Oh my god, so many people get aggressive. I feel like they're way more aggressive. I mean, I've dealt with some like dungeon people in MMOs that are like, "Oh my god," they get angry. But man, first person shooter ones, oh my god, they take the cake. They don't even, some of them, I usually, whenever I play any first person shooter online multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
I usually mute the mics if anybody has them on, because it's insanely annoying. And second, like whenever they're when it is an adult and not a kid, and it's a guy, they're like rage quitting, or their tantrums are like really, really enraging. It's It's pretty weird. But then I don't know. They end up changing their position, or they start acting a different way if I'm in a lobby or whatever, and they hear me and they find out that I'm a girl. Um, their stance gets a little bit different. I don't even know how I can describe what kind of different. It's just different. Sometimes it's not a good different either.
Gotcha. Molly and Erica were saying that it's either gonna be, oh my god, it's a girl, and then they start hitting on you and like sending you a bunch of messages. Like I know Molly got like a lot of like very sexual messages,
Oh,
or like
gross.
unsolicited dick pics, and or the opposite, right? Which is they'll be like, oh, it's a girl, fuck this, and they bail and they leave the game.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that
Yes.
happens to you
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
because they don't expect you to be as good as me or like any other male gamer.
Yeah.
That's really happened to you, dude? Are you serious? Wow. I can't.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's whatever. I try not to take that kind of stuff too personal, because at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm playing a fucking game is
Yeah.
so that I can enjoy myself and escape, you know, things for a while.
Right. 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 But I mean, fuck, man. Like, video games is where we're supposed to be able to, I don't know, man, just escape from a lot of things society wise. And women still go through it even through video games. Like, at this point in video games, you're like a triple, quadruple minority in a sense because of whatever you are. You're a woman, right? And then a gamer, and then I don't know, and maybe not so much of a social person. And then like if you are like either LGBTQ on top of that, I mean, fucking game in the gaming world, you're like you could be I don't know how many levels of minority as a just by being a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. I think it's best to I can't word it properly. It's best to I guess just push through it, kind of
But
like fuck it.
why?
Fuck it.
God, that's just not fair though. Like, um, you last time when we spoke, right? And the girls also Molly and Erica related was, um, you guys have to like think ahead and plan out before you actually play video games. Like, do I want to play online and see what kind of jackass I'm gonna get, while I'm just trying to chill, or should I play it first like just a single player game? When maybe you feel like playing online, you don't always have to feel like you're gonna play that single player game because I mean it gets eventually boring or old. Whether it's a good story or not. It just seems a little bit unfair how you guys have to consider those things when I don't have to. Like
I
I
was
just
actually
get
just
home.
gonna ask if you do that.
No, I mean, that's the thing that doesn't seem fair. Like as a guy, I get home and I'm all like, what do I want to play? But none of those things factor into what I feel like playing. It more factors as to if I'm gonna be eating while playing, then I know I can't be playing Destiny on my console. So I'm probably gonna play like Terra, where I can like I can be using my hand to click on stuff on the mouse because the mouse that I have, I can just use the side buttons, and that way I could be casting stuff, and then eating with my other hand. So that's how I determine how I'm gonna play video games. So like, do I want to eat while playing video games or not? Or how much attention do I want to dedicate to this game, or do I want to just play something mindless? But never like because I'm a guy, I should probably play this. It doesn't seem fair.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree to some point, but I think because for me, okay, well, when I used to play a lot of first person shooters like the Call of Duties a few years
Mm-hmm.
back,
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that way. But at the end of the day, it's what I feel like doing, and I shouldn't let what other people might think of me or whatever, even though they don't even know me. Um, I shouldn't let that bother me. I mean, if I feel like playing Call of Duty, then I should just fucking play. Like it shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, I know it is, but honestly, I mean, I think the community, the gaming community itself is gonna like the ratio to females and males. I feel like it's almost half and half at this point. Like there's starting to become a very big growing uh gamer girl community, which I hate that I just said that, but a big female gamer gamer player basis growing.
Right. No, I agree with you. I've definitely now as I play some of these other games and also first person shooters, I do find myself seeing more women, right, playing, and that's good that they're not letting themselves get influenced by these jackasses who just should just play the game, dude, and try and have fun, because ultimately those guys are not like the most badass gamers in the world. You look at their profiles, and I mean, their records are just horrible. They're shitty. So I don't know why they feel like they have to feel like they're way better than any other girl that's going to join in. For all we know, she has like this amazing record and like just amazing kill to death ratios. And that's the dumb thing too. I heard guys say, well, she has like an amazing kill to death ratio, or like she has amazing stats because her boyfriend probably plays on her profile. And
oh
I'm
my
like,
god,
come on, dude. Give the girl credit.
People still say that?
Yeah.
That's horrible. That has not happened to me or whatever. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. But what has been, maybe you might not have this, right? But do you have like a most embarrassing or memorable crazy thing happen to you while you were gaming and being female? Gaming and being female, that should be
oh my god
thing. Gaming while being female. Wow. Yeah, sorry,
while being female, that sounds like, I don't know, like watch this person, I don't know, play with their feet while chugging a beer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just. Oh, you dropped me.
I did. Sorry, that's my bad.
Fine. Was that a brisk bottle? Was that a brisk bottle?
Why? I don't know what you're talking about.
I just saw your shame. All your shame all over the room.
Oh my god, it's not gonna.
Am I gonna edit this or am I not gonna edit this? That's the question.
You better.
People need to know that you like brisk, Ayla.
Oh my god. No, they don't need to know.
Was it the lemon one at least? The one with lime or lemon?
Yeah,
lime?
It is.
Oh, nice. I prefer that one too. Be honest with you. But yeah, crazy experiences. Anything that you dick pics, anything like that?
No, thank God. No, I haven't. And you know what? I think it's probably because I hardly play multiplayer games now. Maybe for that specific reason, or maybe I'm just, I don't know, I'm just really into my single player games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For me, sometimes playing a multiplayer game can become repetitive, so I tend to really go back to the RPGs or action adventures or whatever kind of single player. So no, I have been blessed to not have anything wild or excited, or I don't even want to say excited, just crazy.
Yeah, I would not say excited either. I mean, the people where it's coming from, they might be excited, and that's why they send you those unsolicited messages. I'm just thinking about the things that Molly and Erica had said that they've received. And I don't know if you've had to go through this, but they themselves have changed their gamer tag names just because Molly's at some point, part of her gamer tag name was Molly, and because of that, she would always get
messages. It's like, oh my god, are you a girl? But I don't even know if you have. Actually, no. Your gamer
My
tag stuff is usually cat related, right?
n- no, no. I feel like my gamer tag stuff is usually like gender neutral.
Oh, nice,
So that
nice.
way
That
I
might be the
gotta
reason why you don't
gotta
get
be a couple
any.
steps ahead.
Good job, girl. But I just feel like that's not. At the same time, you should have the freedom to say if your name's Ayla, or Princess Ayla,
Oh my
you know,
god.
you should
Yeah,
be able
I mean, if you like Princess Ayla, I get you.
You're like, I guess if you want to call me a princess, you
It's
can call me
totally
princess.
not my cup of tea.
All right. Cool deal, Ella. Well, thank you so much for taking time. I know it's super late and you probably are exhausted because you just got out of work.
Yeah, that
Um,
brisk is calling to me.
oh, yeah? Mm.
I think it's empty.
Oh, yeah, it looked empty right now when the camera fell. Anything else you'd like to add, Ayla? I know last time you had like a really, and again, this is what pisses me off because, God, like you had such a good, like you had like a closing message to all the gamer girls of the world, and it was so good. And I was listening to myself react to it. I was like, wow, and I sounded like such an idiot. Uh, but
I
yeah,
have to
would you?
listen to that.
I'll send you the link so you can listen to me
Yes.
sound like an idiot. But do
Um,
you remember what your message was, or what message you left for the women
mm,
in gaming?
I think it went more along the lines of play whatever you want to play as long as you enjoy it. Who cares what character, like gender, uh, you pick, what your little username is, as long as you're having fun. Who cares what any guy thinks of it? Just be you, have fun, and just escape, man. Escape from reality. That's the whole reason why we play video games, anyways,
That's the
right?
whole reason we play video games, is to definitely escape from reality. All right. Well, to our listeners, Ayla doesn't believe in social media. So I can't really tell you can find her anywhere. But I can tell you that if you do have questions for her, or you want to eventually some point get her gamer tag to maybe play with her on PlayStation 4, you can try and direct your questions to the 8-bit couch email just by emailing us at 8bitcouch@gmail.com. If you have questions for Ayla, or you can post them up on our social media, and I'll make sure that Ayla gets them. Since Ayla is now one of our couch people.
Jesus, that's a repetitious use of my name.
Ayla,
Uh,
Ayla.
I mean, yeah, I'm down. I'm down for if anyone wants to add me on PlayStation, I'm cool with that.
Just please be nice, guys. don't be rude. No dick pics, please.
Oh Jesus Christ, no!
Don't be like, oh, she never got a dick pic. Hold my beer.
Oh jeez, you know what? That's gonna be on you if they do that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think so. Our listeners are really great people. So far, the community that I've slowly been building, and the people I've been meeting and gotten to know, are really great. Mostly women. That's the thing. Like the podcast world is strongly dominated by women.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't really do podcasts. That's why I'm slightly dumbfounded by this.
Well, we tried the live streaming thing, but eventually, live said you don't have enough time to be an adult and play video games consistently, Chris. So that the streaming thing didn't pan out too well, and just didn't have time, dude. I tried sticking to a schedule, but realistically, work sometimes took up a little bit too much of my time, and of course, relationships and stuff like that. But a podcast, I mean, I can interview you at a more like convenient time for me, and edit in another day. So it's been easier. I'm not gonna say again that it doesn't age me. But yeah, but the podcast community is like strongly dominated by women. But I've met some amazing ladies, really smart women, really cool people, really nerdy, really geeky, um, like the W Files podcast girls, the Just Ghoulie thing girls, Booze and Spirits. I mean, there's a lot of different podcasts out there with like really great people that I've met, and it's been fun, dude. It's been really really fun having to meet all these people. But Ayla, I won't take up more of your time. I know you're super tired. Thank you so much for being part of the couch. Hopefully, this is not the last time we hear from you when we tackle on other episodes, other topics.
Yeah. Thank you for,
All right,
I guess,
listeners. Well,
having
thank you
me.
so much. That was Ayla. And that was her take on some of the questions that we had for her here at the couch. She is one of our original couch people. She had a bit of a presence back when we're doing streaming. But now, of course, she would love to definitely be more part of our podcast here at the 8-Bit Couch. And hopefully, you guys will enjoy having her over once in a while for a couple episodes. She looks like she would be definitely interested in our paranormal episodes. So look forward to that. On